Is this a drill or something?
This teaser confirmed a heck of a lot of leaks, though it has been officially established the planet we see throughout both teasers is not Tatooine, but a new planet called Jaku. Now, not everything I say is set in stone, and it does involve a bit of guesswork on my behalf. So here are my 10 things you probably missed while watching the teaser. A hooded figure reaches out to R2-D2 and touches his head. This is most likely Luke Skywalker, as he has a mechanical right hand, though what is interesting is that he doesn't have synth flesh on his hand, alluding to the fact he's not taking the best care of himself these days. That and the fact he's sitting near a campfire outside, further strengthening the idea that he's somewhat of a recluse, either living on the new desert planet Jaku or maybe finding someone there. There is also the theory that he's become a hermit due to being hunted by Inquisitors, or the Force being in a state of flux and he can no longer control his powers around the ones that he loves. Kylo Ren, briefly seen standing in front of a fire, throws his hand out to use the Force. What you can see if you slow things down is stormtroopers standing behind him, which is a solid indicator he's in league with the Empire, or at very least, neutral, as the stormtroopers seem to be on crowd control as he uses his Force powers on someone. I assume they were hunting down someone in the crowd and he's caught his quarry. Finn, Rey, and BB-8 are together on Jaku. Finn, in a casual garb, looks like he's defected from the Empire. What you could have missed in that split second of them being chased down is the TIE fighter that is circling, shooting at them. In the scene where Luke's original lightsaber is being handed to someone, a few things are evident. The child-sized person who hands it over is not human. You can actually get a frame of their face where you can see the large eyes and what appears to be a snout. It is inside a junk shop full of droids, as if the collector has it and someone has bought it. The other notable thing is it's a female's hand, most likely Leia's, as Luke says, "my sister," as the lightsaber's being passed over. There's a new Imperial symbol, whilst a bunch of stormtroopers are in formation in front of a podium with someone addressing them. New leadership? Most definitely. The thing that is eye-catching in this scene is the new symbol on the banner, which moved away from the original Imperial insignia. It could be to symbolize a new empire or a remnant still loyal to the Emperor's creed. And if you look closely at the background, you can see mountains as if they have a base and formidable army stationed on an ice planet. A TIE fighter shooting inside an Imperial hangar. Something eye-catching about this TIE fighter is that it looks to have a custom paint job on the cockpit, though you have to look closely. The coloration seems to be red on black, the same outline the new black stormtrooper has. It seems plausible that someone's hijacked a TIE fighter and was trying to escape a Star Destroyer. Now, my two guesses are Finn's defecting from the Empire, which makes sense if it belonged to the black stormtrooper and they're on Jaku hunting him down personally. Finn, in full stormtrooper gear, looks like he's seen a lot of combat. When he takes off his stormtrooper helmet, there's a deep look of regret across his face. The thing that struck me is that there's a blood-smeared handprint was visible for a second before he takes it off. A few scenarios come to mind in this case. The blood is of someone he cared about, or he killed them and regretted it in the service of the Empire, or maybe he disagreed with his superiors about orders or a decision. Maybe Kylo killed a local in front of him and he was a stormtrooper on Jaku in the background and had enough. The setting that he's sitting in definitely looks like a Star Destroyer. The new Dark Stormtrooper is walking in an Imperial base. I don't think it's a Star Destroyer, however, as although it has similar hallmarks of Imperial design, being the lighting in the wall, the side of the room was made out of rock, which makes me think they're on the ground. BB-8 is actually inside of the Falcon, and it looks like he's spying. Maybe while Finn, Ren, and BB-8 were escaping the clutches of the mysterious Dark Stormtrooper, they stumbled on the Falcon. Now, was it vacated? I don't know, but it looks like BB-8 is spying on someone the way that he leans out of the doorframe. Han Solo says, "Chewie, we're home." And it's evident they're in the Falcon, which its interior is seen in the background, and it looks very beat up. which indicates they probably haven't been back in the Falcon for some time. Either it was lost, damaged, beyond repair, or the Empire got between Han and recovering the Falcon. But as you know, Han loves the Falcon, so it must have been a giant roadblock for him to have been separated from it. With the Jaku-based chase scene, it looks like he retrieved the Falcon and was in immediate pursuit from a TIE fighter, which is probably the Dark Stormtrooper. Whether he picked up Finn, Rey and BB-8 is another question entirely, but also the makings of a great escape, and would make sense why BB-8 was hiding. If you want to stay up to date with the latest Star Wars videos on origins, games and theories, don't forget to use those force powers of yours and hit subscribe. And hey, leave a comment below about what you want to see in future videos. It may just get covered. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you. Always.